Hi guys, welcome back to Fully Painted Miniatures. Welcome to my series where I'm playing through Aeons End, second edition. Oh, that's okay, little girl. It's my female dog. She's being a little mouthy today. That's okay. So for this video, this is going to be our first try. Hopefully it'll be the only try. Facing the Carapace Queen on the increased difficulty, the expert difficulty mode. So Carapace Queen has these little husks. These little guys. These little minions that appear on this board over here. And these each have one life. So you got to destroy them to keep them in check. And when the Carapace Queen swarms, so she's going to have special cards that allow her to swarm, and that activates a special ability on this track based on how many of these little minions are on the board. So they have one life each, and a player can spend one life to divide up a damaging spell. So say I had a 4 damage attack, I could pay one life to split it up between 4 different insect husks to keep her in play. So the different abilities, the first one up here places 4 additional husks onto the track. Second one, any player discards a prep spell and creates 2 more husks. Third one, Gravehold suffers 5 damage. Fourth, the player with the lowest life suffers 3 damage and a husk dies. And at 13 plus husks, the player just loses. It's game over. So cool little ability. And the expert difficulty causes every unleash to create 3 husks. On normal mode, it's 2. So, gonna have a harder time keeping those in check. So for this, if you watch my last video, this is basically the exact same setup that I used to successfully defeat the Rageborn. Same 2 mages. I only swapped out Phoenix Flame for Spectral Echo, they're both 3-cost spells. But I figured that worked so effectively there, rather than try to game anything towards Carapace Queen, I would just play with the same store setup, same mages, and just kind of see how it goes. So I'm using Kadir. She starts with her unique card is Emerald Shard, gains 1 power, or you can discard it to gain a life for a player. Lash has Court Shard, gain 1 power, and to reveal the top card of the turn order deck. If it's a player card, it becomes 2 power. If it's a Nemesis card, you can put it on the bottom of the turn order deck. All right. Kadir's special ability is Otherworldly Gate, can activate during either player's turn. The player may return up to 3 spells from their discard pile to their hand, and then play or prep 2 spells to each open breach for that turn. Lash's special ability shuffles the player turn order card back into the turn order deck, giving that mage an extra activation that round. They also take 1 damage. And then for my store setup, starting with Jade. It's a 2-cost gem that generates 2 power. I think it's the only 1-to-1 ratio like that. Verswood Amber is a 3-cost, gives 2 power, but when you acquire it, you can put it on top of your deck instead of the bottom of your discard pile. Burning Opal is a 5-cost gem that generates 3 power, allows you to discard a card in your hand to draw, for your ally to draw a card. So if you have some useless cards, starter cards or whatever, okay, you can give your ally a boost. Focusing Orb is a 4-cost, allows you to focus either player's breach, or you can destroy it to give 3 life to Gravehold. Then we also have Mage's Talisman, which gives a special ability charge to both mages for 5. Our 3-cost spell, our first spell, is Spectral Echo. It deals 2 damage and allows you to destroy a card in your hand. So that's how I'm going to be able to get rid of my starter cards this time. Then we also have Ignite, which is a 4-cost spell, deals 2 damage and gives your ally a charge. And Amplify Vision, another 4-cost spell, deals 2 damage and focuses your breach with the lowest cost. If all your breaches are open, it does 3 damage. And then Essence Theft, a 5-cost, 3 damage spell that allows you to discard a card in your hand to gain 1 life, or give 1 life to either player. So I just realized I thought all the Nemesis had 70 life, but Carapace Queen only has 60. Okay, so everything's shuffled, good to go. We're just going to start. And no expectations, just see how everything shakes out. Okay, Lash is going to start. He's going to prep Spark. Quartz Shard, he's going to reveal the top card. It's a 1. So he generates 5 power. And I'm going to take a Burning Opal. Two, three, four, 5. His next turn, 3 crystals and 2 sparks. Kadir goes next. She's going to prep Spark. And she's going to generate 4 power. And take 2 jades. Her next card, 3 crystals, 2 sparks. Nemesis goes next. Nothing on the board. So we get Broodworm. If there is at least 1 husk in play, prevent all damage dealt to this minion. So that's kind of rough. Persistent places a husk into play. At least it doesn't cause damage. That's a 5 life minion. So, all right. And Nemesis goes again. So that is going to generate a single husk. Let me draw a card. Hatch. Place a husk into play for each turn order card in the turn order display. Discard pile. So 4 more husks. Wow. So I'm already in the tier 3 ability. Gravehold suffers 5 damage. If she swarms. Alright, first spark off is going to kill this first husk. She's then going to pay 3 to open her second breach. Prep 2 sparks. That's her turn. And she's going to start with 2 jades, emerald shard, and 2 crystals. Latch is going to go next. He's going to kill a single husk with his spark. Same thing, he's going to open his second breach. Prep both sparks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So nobody's done any damage, but that's still Burning Opal, Quartz Shard, and 3 crystals. But that's still quite a few husks. So I need to do 10 damage, if nothing else happens, to take out that brute one. I have 4 on deck. If you hear dogs growling, they're on the couch making out, just pretending they don't like each other. All right, Lash is going to go first. He's going to cast 2 sparks, destroy 2 more husks. He's then going to generate power. So that's worth 3. That's worth 2. So that's 5. 8 power. Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to take an Amplify Vision and a Focusing Orb for 8 power. And next turn, 3 crystals, 2 sparks. Okay. Kadir's going next. She's casting 2 sparks. Good. Destroy 2 more husks. Then she's going to generate, that is 3, 7 power. Very nice. She's going to take a Burning Opal and a Jade. So, not too shabby. 4 crystals and a spark. That's our next turn. Nemesis goes next. So Broodworm is going to generate a husk, and then we draw a card. Carapace Queen swarms. So luckily, I got him down to the first ability, which is place 4 husks back into play. 2, 4. That's it. And then we get Lash. He's going to prep 2 sparks. And with 3 power, he's going to buy a Spectral Echo. 2, 3, 4, 5. Spark, Amplify Vision, Focusing Orb, Burning Opal, Court Shard. Nemesis goes next. Broodworm is going to create another husk, up to 7. Agony Field. Destroy a card in hand that costs 2 power or more. It's annoying. Power 2, Unleash. Any player discards 3 cards in hand and then draws 1 card. So that will cause 3 husks and discard 3 cards from a player. So, Tutor is going to go next. She's going to prep Spark, 4 power. Amplify Vision. Next turn, Burning Opal, 2 Jades, 2 Sparks. So I'm going to try to get rid of one of these Jades to cancel that Agony Field. I just need Kadir to have 1 activation. Actually, I guess I can just do that now, right? I don't actually really know if you can do those out of turn. I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to destroy this Jade. That's going to cancel out that Agony Field. I don't see any reason why not. Kadir's going to go next. She's going to cast Spark, destroy 1 husk, prep 2 sparks, and she generates 5 power. And for 5 power, she's going to buy a Mage's Talisman. 2, 3, 4, 5. Amplify Vision, 2 crystals, Jade, Emerald Shard. And she does go again. We're going to cast both sparks. It's going to destroy 2 husks. We're then going to prep Amplify Vision. Oops, that's upside down. And this is going to generate 5 power. Another Mage's Talisman. 2, 3, 4. Can't have enough charges. 4 crystals and a spark. Alright. And Lash is going to go next. He's going to cast 2 sparks. 2 husks. He's then going to prep Amplify Vision and Spark. And he's going to use Focusing Orb to focus his 3rd breach. And then he generates 4 power. And with 4 power, he's going to take... 2 Jades. His next turn, 4 crystals and Spectral Echo. Nemesis goes next. Broodworm generates a husk, and we draw a card. Unleash. Any player suffers 3 damage and draws a card. So Unleash creates 3 more husks. Kadir is going to take the 3 damage, bringing her to 7. And she gets to draw a card as well. Mage's Talisman. And then Lash gets to go. Amplify Vision. It's going to focus the 3rd breach. I'm going to cast Amplify Vision and Spark for 2 damage and a 1. I'm not going to pay the life for that one. It's going to remove 2. I'm going to prep Spectral Echo. And generate 4 power. And I'm going to buy an Ignite. Alright, Focusing Orb, 2 sparks, 2 crystals. Nemesis is going to go. Generates a husk. Woven Sky, power 2, Unleash. Any player suffers 4 damage to discard Discard 3 cards in your hand. She's going to discard these 3. I'm just going to get rid of that off the bat. Okay. Not too shabby. Not the end of the world. Haven't done any damage at all to Carapace Queen, so I do need to get some spells going. I don't really have anything that does more than 2 damage, though, so yeah, it's not really worth paying the life points to divide that up. All right, so first we're going to go with Lash. He's going to cast Spectral Echo, destroy Spark. That's going to deal 2 damage, just for 1 husk. He's going to prep Spark. He's going to use Focusing Orb. He's going to focus his 3rd breach. And then he's going to pay 2 for a Jade. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quartz Shard, Burning Opal, 2 Jades, Amplify Vision. So that's nice. It's 7, 8 power, maybe 9. All right. Kadir's going to cast Amplify Vision, destroying 1 husk and focusing her 3rd breach. She's going to use Mage's Talisman to generate a charge for each of them. So that's great. And then she's going to buy the last Jade. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mage's Talisman, 2 Sparks, Burning Opal Jade. Okay, Nemesis is going to go. We're going to generate a husk, draw a card. Venomite. 9 life. The player with the lowest life suffers 2 damage. Or any player may discard a card that costs 3 or more. I need to get some serious damage generation going. Alright. I'm going to cast Spark. I guess do 1 damage to the Venomite. We're going to prep Amplify Vision. And then this is 4 power, 7 power, 8 power. I'm going to take 2 Ignites. And then we have Kadir. She's going to prep 2 Sparks. She's going to use Mage's Talisman to generate charges. And then she's going to generate 5 power. She's going to buy an Essence left. One, 2, 3, 4. Her next hand. Emerald Shard, Jade, 2 crystals, and a Spark. Nemesis is going to go. Okay. So Kadir's going to take the 2 damage. Yeah, she's just going to take the 2 damage. It's fine. And then we generate another husk and a draw card. Cauterizer. So this is the minion with 3 life. Does damage to players equal to its current life. And it can only take 1 damage from any attack. So, how do you think I'm doing, guys? Kadir has 5 life, Lash has 10. Grateful still has 30. Also, haven't done anything to Carapace Queen. So, I'm getting the feeling that I took too many low damage spells. So, I should probably swap out like Essence Theft for Darkfire. So, you can do up to 6 damage with that pretty early on. And then use that to pay the 1 life to just get rid of all those husks, because I'm not doing much right now. I'm just barely keeping up. Okay. Nemesis goes first. It's going to do 3 damage to Lash, bring him down to 7. This is going to discard his spell. I don't want to take more damage. And we generate a new husk. And we draw a card. Ooh. Husks have 2 life. Damage husks heal to full life at the end of each turn. Immediately unleash, which releases 3 more husks. This is power 3. And Carapace Queen will swarm after 3 turns. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to get my butt kicked in this game. She's going to cast both Sparks to deal 2 damage to the Cauterizer. It would only kill 1 husk. She's going to prep Spark. She's going to gain 1 life, the Emerald Shard, and then she generates 4 power, which she will buy Ignite. I need more spell cards. Okay, Mage's Talisman, 2 crystals, Jade, Amplify Vision. Nemesis. Ugh, okay. Cauterizer is going to do 1 damage to Lash. Venomite's going to do 2 damage to Lash. Bring him down to 4. And generate a husk. And draw a card. Pulverizing Ray. So this is the one that does 18 damage. I discard up to 6 crystals to prevent. Okay. 1 Spark. Gonna kill the Cauterizer. She's gonna prep Amplify Vision. Mage's Talisman is gonna generate 2 charges. And 4 power is going to buy a Focusing Orb. Burning Opalescent stuff, Mage's Talisman, 2 crystals. Lash goes next. Oh, I didn't have cards out for him. 3 crystals, Spark. And with 3 power, he's going to buy Spectral Echo. So I feel like my cards are setting me up well for the future, but it's not set up very well right now for me to handle this stuff. Spectral Echo, Focusing Orb, Jade, 2 crystals. So I don't know how this is all going to shake out. So the Ignite is going to destroy 1 of these. Spark is going to do 1 damage to the Venomite. And that generates a single charge for Kadir, bringing her up to 4. He's then going to prep Spectral Echo, use Focusing Orb to open the 3rd breach. We're going to prep the Spectral Echo up there. And then he generates 4 power. He's going to buy the last Ignite. Two, 3, 4. So, 2 Ignites, Spark, Jade, and a crystal. I'm just not getting anywhere close to enough damage on this guy. So I think I really do need some higher damage spells. I can get Amplify Vision and Essence stuff both up to 4 with the 3rd and 4th breach. That's really the best I got though. Okay, Nemesis next. So first, let's go in order. That's gonna hatch a new husk. Venomite's gonna do 2 damage, or I gotta discard a card. Kadir will take 2 damage. No, she'll discard the Amplify Vision, that's fine. This loses power. And Greyfold. Okay, so I gotta discard gems. So I have 2, 5 I can discard. So Greyfold still takes 3 damage. But that's the first damage to Greyfold, so brings it to 27. Not terrible. And then we draw a card. Power 2, Carapace Queen Swarms, Unleashes, and Swarms. I'm just going to pay the 4 charges and just get rid of that one real quick. I don't want that. And let's get going. Okay. Spectral Echo is going to deal 2 damage to the Venomite. And it's going to destroy the Spark. And then he's going to prep 2 Ignites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spectral Echo, Amplify Vision, Burning Opal, Jade, and Courtyard. Alright. Nemesis goes. Create a new Husk. Discard an Ignite. And for Foul Multiples is going to activate. So the Queen swarms. The player with the lowest life as Lash suffers 3 damage. That drops him to 1. And destroy a Husk. Okay. And then we still draw a card. Unleash twice, or Gravehold suffers 3 damage. I don't want to do that. Or bring, most recently, destroy a creature back into play. Okay. Let's see if I can get some damage going, huh? Let's prep Essence Stuff. We're going to use Mage's Talisman to generate charges. This would have been a nice turn to use her ability. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ignite, 2 Sparks, Jade, Emerald Shard. And Lash goes. So he's going to cast Ignite for 3 damage to Venomite. That also generates a charge for Kadir. She's up to 4. He's then going to prep Amplify Vision, Spectral Echo. It was worth 5 power. Court Shard is worth 6, 7. So 7 power. Mage's Talisman and a charge. Three crystals, Ignite, Spark. And next we have Essence Stuffed for 3 damage. It's going to kill the Venomite. And I can discard a Spark to heal Lash by 1. I will then prep Spark and Ignite. And I will use Emerald Shard to also heal Lash an additional 1. And then with the Jade, she will buy a charge. She won't use it yet. 2, 3, 4, 5. Mage's Talisman, Crystal, Jade, Spark on our next turn. How am I doing, guys? Let me know in the comments. Again, like Gravehold's doing pretty good, but I'm not really doing any damage either. I feel good on gems. I am happy where I'm at as far as Mage's Talismans and Focusing Orbs. Can always use extra ones, of course. I'd like to maybe get 1 more Spectral Echo for Kadir. And then I want to buy up all those Essence Stuffs. Another 2 each would be nice. And then everything after that would just be for their special ability charges. Alright, so Kadir is going to go again. She's going to use Spark on the Cauterizer and Ignite on the Cauterizer. And that generates a charge for Lash. She's then going to prep Spark. She's going to use Mage's Talisman. Wait. Okay. She's going to use her ability. That's going to allow her to pull back Essence Stuffed, Ignite, and Spark. and prep all of them to her 2 open breaches. She's then going to use Mage's Talisman, generate a charge for herself and Lash. I will then activate Lash's special ability on Kadir. It's going to cost her 1 point of life, but I get to reshuffle the 1 back into the turn order deck. So it lets me prep up her spells, but it also gives me an extra activation to get them off. So. And then she generates 4 power. I'm going to buy 2 charges with that one. Alright, in the next turn, Focusing Orb, 2 crystals, Jade, Amplify Vision. And Nemesis is going first. So Kadir's going to take 1 damage from the Cauterizer. Bring her down to 4. And we create a new Husk and draw a card. Carapace Queen swarms twice, or any player suffers 4 damage. Well, 4 is going to exhaust one of my players, but swarming twice is Gravehold suffering. Yeah, okay. I'll just have her swarm twice. So the first time, it's going to do 3 damage to Kadir and destroy a Husk. And the second one is going to do 5 damage to Gravehold, dropping it to 22. Not great. All right, now we get Kadir's turn. The first spark is going to kill Cauterizer. Get him off the board. Second spark is going to destroy a Husk. I can't actually pay to destroy more Husks, so these are just going to both destroy 1. The Ignite and the Essence Theft. She's going to use that, discard a crystal to heal herself 1. I'm actually going to heal Lash 1. And the Ignite is going to give him a charge. I will then prep Amplify Vision. Use Focusing Orb on that 3rd breach. And she then generates 3 power to buy a Spectral Echo. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mage's Talisman, Burning Opal, 2 crystals and a spark. And we get Lash. Okay. So Spectral Echo, he's going to use that. He's going to destroy a crystal. He's going to pay the 1 life to distribute the 3 damage from the Spectral Echo, destroying 3 Husks. Then he's going to cast Amplify Vision, which will focus his 4th breach, and that's going to destroy 1 more Husk. He's then going to prep, Ignite, Spark, and then he's going to pay 2 for a charge. And his next turn, Ignite, Focusing Orb, Jade, and 2 crystals. And it is his turn again. Nice. So Spark is going to destroy. You know what? I'm gonna pay 1 life again on the Ignite. It does 3 damage. That's gonna destroy all 3 Husks, and that generates a charge for Kadir. He's then gonna cast Spark for 1, doing 1 damage to the Broodworm. Broodwomb, not worm. Okay, not horrible. He's gonna prep. Oh, he's going to use Focusing Orb, open his 4th breach. He's going to prep Ignite. And then he's going to generate 4 power for 2 charges. My life is really low on these two players, so. 2 ignites, Spectral Echo, Jade, and a Crystal. Nemesis is going to go. So Brood Womb brings a Husk into play. And then we get a new creature, Needlemaw. 11 life, persistent, grateful, it suffers 2 damage. Could have been a lot worse. 11 life. And then Kadir gets to go. We're going to cast Amplify Vision for 2 damage. It's going to open her 3rd breach. And we'll just do that to the Needlemaw. So that brings him down to 9. We'll then prep Spark. Use the Mage's Talisman, which will give both of them full charges. Can't use Kadir's special ability, but I can use Lashes. I'm going to use it. It's on Lash. Going to cost him 1 life. So both of my mages now have 1 life. Not great. But it does give me an extra activation. And then she generates 5 power to buy an Essence Theft. Mage's Talisman, Jade, 2 crystals, Emerald Shard. And Lash is going to go next. We're going to cast Ignite for 3 damage to the Needlemaw. It also generates a charge, but Katir's full. And we're going to prep 2 Ignites, Spectral Echo. Generate 3 power. Buy another Spectral Echo, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5. Spectral Echo, Jade, Burning, Courtyard, Mage's Talisman. Okay. Not feeling too great. Now, the creatures aren't really a big threat. I do got to chew through them, but Needlemaw is just doing 2 damage. Grateful, Broodworm just creates husks, would kind of waste my ammo. But, yeah. Hopefully nothing attacks my players this round. Alright, Kadir's first. We're going to do 2 damage to the Needlemaw. Brings him down to 4. For that Spark. We're then going to heal 1. The Emerald Jade. We will use her special ability, which will return Spark, Essence Theft, and Amplify Vision to her hand. She will prep Essence Theft, Amplify Vision there, Spark there. Then she will use the Talisman, Mage's Talisman, to generate 2 charges. A charge for each, rather. And then, generating 4 power, she will buy 2 more charges. Three, four, 5. Her next turn, Essence Theft, 2 Sparks, Jade, and a Crystal. Okay, and we get Lash. Pretty cool. He's going to cast 2 Ignites. They each do 3 damage. The first one is going to kill... let's just start with 1. The first... Oh, no, he's got 4 life. Alright, so they're both going to kill Needlemaw. I thought he had 3. That generates 2 charges for Kadir. And Spectral Echo is going to deal 2 damage. I don't think I want to destroy anything. I am then going to activate Otherworldly Gate, Kadir's special ability. pulling 3 spells out of the discard pile. So I'll grab 3 ignites. So we're gonna have 2 ignites there, 1 there. I'm gonna prep Spectral Echo. I will then use Mage's Talisman. Generate 2 charges. And then this generates 5 power, 6 power, reveal the top card, 7 power. So I will use that to buy 3 charges. And then activate his special ability. Yep. And then I will activate his special ability on Kadir, costing her 1 life, taking her activation card back into the deck. So this is why I like the combination of their 2 powers. When you can get the charges up, you can really... I activated her special ability on both of them. So that's an extra 6 spells I was able to prep. And then I still got an extra activation, or 2 actually. All right. Okay. Let's draw up his cards before we do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spark, Ignite, Amplify Vision, 2 crystals. And it is Kadir's turn. So we're going to cast both Essence Thefts. Oh no, sorry. Essence Theft does 4 damage, which kills the Broodworm. Nice. I can then discard a crystal. I'll heal her 1. Then Amplify Vision is going to do 3 damage. So that is first blood on the Carapace Queen. It's also going to focus her 4th breach. And then cast Spark for 1 damage as well. Bring the Carapace down to 56. I'll now prep Essence Theft, 2 sparks. And she's going to use Jade to generate a single charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, Spectral Echo, Focusing Orb, Ignite, Crystal, and a Jade. And she gets to go again. So we are going to cast Essence Theft. We're going to sacrifice a crystal, or discard a crystal. She's going to gain 1 more hit point, bring her up to 3. And that deals 4 damage, plus 2 from the sparks. So that's going to do 6 damage to the Carapace Queen, bringing her down to 50. Not too shabby. I'm then going to use Focusing Orb. It's going to open our 4th breach. I'm going to prep Spectral Echo and Ignite. And use the Jade to generate a charge. Nemesis. All right, it's about time for he had a turn. Okay, nothing on the board. Reality Rupture. Destroy 2 prep spells to cost 3 or more. Power 1, unleash 3 times. Okay. I will destroy these 2 Spectral Echoes to discard them. Nemesis goes again. Also clear board. Carapace Queen Swarms. Unleash Swarms. Okay. There are no husks in play, so the first swarm creates 4 husks. Then unleashes, which is going to create 3 more husks. Up to 7. And then swarms again. That does 5 damage to Gravehold, dropping it to 17. Okay. Not the worst possible outcome that could have been. We're getting pretty, we're in tier 3 cards already, so. All right. And Lash gets to go again. That's exciting. Oh, need to give Kadir her cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Emerald Shard, 2 crystals, Burning Opal, Mage's Talisman. So he's going to cast these first 2 ignites. That does 3 damage each, so 6 damage. An ally gains charge that generates 2 charges for Kadir. I can't divide any of that up. Man, that's annoying. Do I want to destroy 2 husks? Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I gotta do better than that. Okay. It's fine. And then the third one, I'm gonna attack the Carapace Queen itself and do 4 damage, or 3 damage. Dropping it to 47. So, good news is I can now use Otherworldly Gate. On Lash, and I will do the same thing. I will pull, this has got an essence stuffed. Oh, I'm pulling 3 ignites back up. Prepping 2 there, 2 there. And then Amplify Vision. And Spark. And then generating 2 power with these 2 crystals for 1 charge. So you can see how powerful these special ability combinations are. If I had gotten those other 2 Mage's Talismans, that would have been even better. Right. Jade, 2 crystals, Focusing Orb. Spectral Echo. I don't know how I managed to survive that round, but I did. And I would say, hey, look, I got 6, 12, 15, 16 damage on deck, and then she has 3, 19 damage, pretty good. But, you know, unless I pay life, I got to, it's hard to get rid of those husks. Sorry, I'm a little out of it today. All right. Unleash twice. Gravehold suffers 4 damage. So that creates 6 husks. 3, 4, 6. And 4 damage to Gravehold, dropping it to 13. Alright, Kadir goes first. She's going to cast Ignite, paying 1 life to destroy 3 husks. That generates a single charge for Lash. She's then going to use an Emerald Shard to heal herself 1 point. I'm going to use Mage's Talisman. Generate charge for each. And then generate 5 power. Buy 2 more charges. Oh, I actually don't need to. 5 power, she's going to buy an Essence Theft. The only reason I'm doing that is because he has 4 Ignites prepped up, so he'll max out her charges when he casts that. Alright, Essence Theft. It's 2 crystals, Jade, and a Mage's Talisman. Nemesis first. Nothing on the board. Unleash twice. The player with the most open breaches destroys 4 cards in hand or suffers 4 damage. Damn. Okay. Unleash twice is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if Carapace Queen swarms at this point, I will lose the game. The player with the most open breaches destroys 4 cards in their hand or takes 4 damage. Oh, that's not a discard, it's a destroy. Okay. Okay. He does not have the ability to target those. Alright, so Amplify Vision does 3 damage, Spark does 1. I'm going to use both those on husks. These do 3 damage each. So I'm going to have Carapace Queen take all 12, dropping him 35. Also generates 4 charges. I'm going to just use Otherworldly Gate right away, though. And pull these 3 right back. Prep 2, prep 1. Also have Spectral Echo. Focusing Orb. Focus any player's. Destroy this. Give 3 life to Gravehold. Bring that back up to 16. I generate 4 power for 2 charges, which I will just use right away. Right? Yep. I will just use these on Kadir. Allowing me to take this 1 card, shuffle it back into the deck. Sweet. Lash's next turn. Spectral Echo, Jade, Crystal, Mage's Talisman, Courtyard. And Kadir goes next. She's going to prep Essence Theft, and that's the end of her turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of why I wanted to use that ability. It wasn't to get an advantage. It was just get her back in the fight. Next turn, Essence Theft, Jade, Spark, Amplify Vision, Crystal. And we get Lash first. So he's going to... Man. I'm just going to have all that hit the Carapace Queen, kind of ignore the husks right now. So that's 3 damage from each Ignite. So that's 9, and then 3 from Spectral Echo. So that's 12 damage. I can destroy this crystal, so I will. The 12 is going to drop Carapace Queen down to 23. And that also generates 3 charges for Kadir. He's going to use a Mage's Talisman. Prep Spectral Echo. And then generates 4 power. And he's going to buy 2 more charges. Just barely able to heal enough just to keep that special ability working. All right, and we get Kadir again. So she's going to cast Essence Stuff for 4 damage. He doesn't have 13 life, does he? That can't be right. I did do 12. That's 25? Did I do that twice? I'm just going to say that was the 4. I would have to rewind. I don't actually know how much damage I was supposed to do there. Huh. He can't have 9 life. Am I that close to winning? He just had 35. I did 12. Yeah, he's 23. That's what it is. 23. So, 19. That's better. Okay. I was going to say, that's so strange. I'm losing my mind here. Heal 1. I will then prep Essence Theft, Amplify Vision, and Spark, and use the Jade to buy another charge. So both her and Lash have 4 charges. And her next hand, 2 Sparks, Focusing Orb, Jade, and Crystal. So this is really going to come down to this turn order. I can totally do 19 points of damage. I have 3, 4, so that's 7, 11, 12 damage on deck, or prepped. I don't need to do 19 to win the game. So if if this is 4 player turn order cards before the Nemesis activation, then I've won. So, not too shabby. Considering this is first attempt, I didn't even win a normal mode in my first attempt. So, all right, Kadir first. We're going to use Essence Theft, deal 4 damage, dropping him to 15, and using a crystal to heal. Amplified Vision is going to do another 4 damage, spark 1, so that's 5, dropping Carapace Queen down to 10. We're then going to prep 2 sparks, destroy Focusing Orb to heal Greyfold by 3, and use Jade to generate a charge, and will then use her special ability. Pull out Amplify Vision. Actually, pull out 3 Essence Thefts. Prep those up. Alright. Yeah, I think we might have won this one. First try. Wow. Okay. So Spectral Echo is going to do 3 damage, bringing him down to 7. And I'm going to destroy Crystal. I will then prep Amplify Vision. I will use Jade to purchase a charge. And I will then use Quicken Thought on Kadir, costing her 1 life. But taking this card and shuffling it back in. So, the magic shuffle, we will see. 5 cards left, 2 are Nemesis cards. I don't know if he can kill me in 1 turn, because neither of my mages are exhausted. He definitely could, potentially using track, depending on what the card says. If it's an Unleash, then Swarm, I lose. So that's a thing. Probably. But if I get Kadir first, and both of her cards are in here, that's an instant win. And so basically, 40% chance of Nemesis activation, 40% chance of a win, 20% chance of just Lash getting another turn. All right. And then I will pay 4 to generate 2 additional charges. His next turn, Ignite, Spark, Jade, 2 crystals. Hers, Mage's Talisman, Burning Opal Crystal, Emerald Shard, Ignite. Okay, we got Lash. We're going to cast Amplify Vision. It's going to do 4 damage. Dropping Rageborn down to 3 life. Then prep, Ignite, and Spark. So that's enough to kill Carapace Queen. And generate 4 power. 2 more charges. Not enough to use his ability. But he couldn't use it on himself anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it actually doesn't matter. Next turn, 3 Ignite, Spectral Echo, Mage's Talisman. So 50-50. This is a 1 or Nemesis. It's a 1. That's a game. So I am going to cast 3 Essence Thefts that are 2 are boosted. So that's 4, 4, and 3, 11 damage. And then 2 boosted Sparks for 2 each. That's 15 damage. Overkilling by 12 points. Destroying the Carapace Queen. First try. Expert difficulty. Awesome. So much fun. So a thought had occurred to me, which is that, the Rageborn is on the cover art, and they did make him the easiest of the Nemesis bosses, but maybe on the increased difficulty rules, he's the hardest. That had occurred to me after, it taking 7 or 8 tries to get there. I can't believe I won by the skin of my teeth. So the Essence Thefts were critical in keeping Kadir alive and allowing me to just keep using Lash's special ability. I think I used it, 5 times? And I used Kadir's at least that, if not 6. That got me a lot of extra firepower. Worked really, really well. The only thing I didn't handle really well was the husks. I didn't do a very good job of keeping those in check. So if I were to do this again, I would probably swap out Spectral Echo for Darkfire so that I have a way to discard my crystals to do 6 damage and then just pay the 1 life to, mop up 6 husks at a time and keep that in check a little better. But yeah, this is a solid store. I used everything there. I bought all the jades. I bought all the ignites. I actually didn't really use the Verswoods. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't use any. I didn't buy any Verswoods. I bought all Spectral Echoes. I bought, looks like, 2 Burning Opals, 1 each. 2 Focusing Orbs. 3 Mage's Talismans. 4 Spectral Echoes. All 5 ignites. 2 Amplify Visions. And 3 Essence Stuffs. So, yeah. And I was able to curate a little bit. So over here we destroyed a Focusing Orb, 2 crystals, a Jade, Mage's Talisman, Spectral Echo, and another Jade. Not all of those are obviously good things. But over here we destroyed 3 crystals, 2 sparks, Focusing Orb, and a Spectral Echo itself that I used to cancel out one of the monster's abilities. So yeah, pretty fun, pretty good. I'm happy about it, and gonna be moving on to probably Crooked Mask next. So if you guys watched the whole video, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful day. Well, bye.